Well, good afternoon and welcome to another live stream. This is stage 6 of the World Tour Series hosted by Octaine Flamme Rouge Racing. This one is going to be an individual time trial, all starting in one pen, all categories together. Obviously, allocated TT bikes given to us. Choice of wheels is ours. I've gone for the MV Pros just to try and help with this one. For the course itself, 3 little sisters. Yeah, those sisters are all little climbs. They are going to be the hilly com just as we leave downtown Metopia. Then we're going to make our way out to Python's Grove com. I think it's in reverse. And then we're going to come back round into the volcano and do the volcano KOM to finish. This race is slightly shorter than what the route for 3 Little Sisters is. 3 Little Sisters is just under 38 kilometers. So this one's going to finish at the top of the volcano KOM. Like I say, it's an individual time trial. Draft isn't in play. We're all out for our own, get our round as best we can. For me again, I'm here getting it done. My determination to be out here on the bike is to finish this tour series and complete all 8 races. It's consistency for me. It's what I needed. I needed to be out on the bike, consistently doing it. And why not do it? I was live streaming it to you so you can watch it, but also it gives me that motivation to keep going and not give up, because I'm not going to lie, not really feeling this one today. Probably if I hadn't set up the YouTube stream that said I was going to be streaming it today, I probably would have not bothered. But I'm here and I'm going to get it done. And then I just need to work out my weekend timings and go from there. But hopefully get into my own little groove, find a comfortable pace and rhythm, and just try and stick with it as best we can, really. At the moment, I seem to be averaging around 225 watts for an hour. I think there's more in the tank, I just haven't pushed it yet. Still only really 4 weeks back into being on a bike, so those figures used to be 270 for an hour, 280 on a good day. So yeah, we'll see how it goes. If I can come away with somewhere around 220, 225 for the hour, I'll be happy. But we'll see how it goes. Individual time trial, stage 6, and let's see how this one goes. 3 seconds to go. Let's go. Obviously being a mixed pen, there's all abilities, all categories in this one. So it will go off quick, people will obviously all be riding to different power zones and planned it all very differently, but for me, I've just got to sit in, get warmed up, and build myself into this one. Doesn't really help that straight out of the blocks we're going to take on a climb. There's the man himself, Richie Bell, just gone past me. Trying to jump in the live stream, isn't he? Yeah, so straight into the Zwift com, but straight out of the bat's always hard. And then, like I said, 3 little sisters, Zwift com, Titans Grove com, and then Volcano. Top of the Volcano's the finish line. .30-kilometer race, this one. This is better than the ITT last time, which there was no heads-up display for, so right, first climb done. If you're watching the live stream, got any questions, put them in the chat, and try and answer you. Cheers, Martin. Yeah, pedal harder, eh? I think this one's for me. It's about trying to manage it in those dips, but yeah, I'm about 4 weeks back on the bike. Done a whole lot of racing, which sort of motivates me a bit really to get out here. But Tour Series is probably a bit too soon for me, really. I don't like not being competitive, and not being competitive this Tour Series, but the reality was that if I could do 8 stages in 9 days, it'd really boost my fitness and my road to fitness again. So yeah, definitely not a D rider anymore. I am a category C, but my racing score still puts me in that high bracket for like Zwift games and stuff, which is I'm nowhere near like 650 racing score. Probably was last year, but well, I think it's time for the fan. Also being half term week, sort of trying to manage when to get the rides and that in as well. So I've done it, 2 to go after today, and just got to do a bit of juggling over the weekend and see how that works out. Also, I've got the 2 Guys Tour race 3 on, I want to say Sunday morning, so I need to sort of try and be a little bit fresh leg for that one. Thinking that one I'm currently sat 7th in GC, so that one's got a bit more meaning to it for me. But the goals were clear on this, and that was, if I started the tour series, I was going to finish it. So let's see how that goes. Right, this fan, let's get it on. Although I'm sweating, the pain cave is quite cold still. But yeah, pain cave's a little bit cold, and then you chuck that air on, it's just freezing. I feel like I've settled into a little rhythm now. You'll get there again, Martin. Definitely worth putting the work in. You know, having 3 months away from Zwift, it sort of reset everything for me, really, except for my racing score. So put me back as a D cat. That first chase race that I did, level chase race I did, straight away put me up to C. And I feel fairly competitive at the moment in C. Missing some of that punchy top end power and stuff. So I try and not spike myself at the moment. But yeah, work in progress. You can do it. Takes time, but just got to manage your efforts and just feel like you're achieving something every session you do, which is what I've been doing. Not beating myself up on the figures. Just happy to have done another hour and that on the bike. So, afternoon, Jamie. Yeah, glorious day for a TT indoors. Outdoors again. It's shocking. Still not had a dry day in the UK this year. Although I just managed to take the lad down the golf course and he's played the little par 3 course, so he's happy. He's having his lunch, I'm racing. Make it work whatever way we can. Gran Canaria, eh? Right for some. This time last year, or a couple of weeks' time, I was on a training camp in Tenerife, so yeah, don't blame you for escaping and getting some winter sunshine. It has been bleak here. Thanks for the new subscriber that's just joined the channel. Dawn Paul Verity, I think it is. Thanks for subscribing to the channel. If you're not already subscribed to the channel, doesn't cost you anything. Like and subscribe. When my new videos or live streams come out, you'll get to see them. So, support the channel. I will be back doing Swift Racing League recon videos and that in April when it comes back for season 4. I know quite a lot of people have said that they've missed them, so I'd like to get back on that in April. Goal is to get my fitness back up by the end of March. And now my new subscribers just jumped in the chat. Cheers, mate. Thanks for the follow. Heading out here, it'll be Titans Grove, up and over Titans Grove Com, and then I'm guessing from there we must head through downtown Watopia out towards the volcano, and then climb the volcano to finish. Up and over that one. We sort of climb up into Titans Grove here. It's gradual, got 2-3% to climb out before we hit that actual com. There's Mr. Baggers. Yeah, feeling stronger. Numbers are sitting pretty good. But I am controlling them, obviously, throughout this week. Yeah, it'll be interesting. 4 weeks back on the bike. Did throw myself into the deep end with racing, but not the only way I know, really. Had some guidance from Richie Howe as well from Level Racing, but motivation of putting a live stream out, not knowing who's watching it, who might comment, sort of stops you from giving up, which is what I need. Even if no one tunes in, it's still out there, isn't it? You know, I've looked back over some of my races from last year. The power figures are massively different, but last year, or last winter, I had a really solid winter block. Coming through to March, I went to Tenerife on a training camp. I was strong, probably the best I felt. And then that crash in April sort of demotivated me as I recovered. I never really got back in love with it then. So, yeah. They say things happen for a reason. But I'm super keen to get back on it, improve my fitness. Got some things coming up this year that I really want to take part in, and you know, deliver the best version of me in those events, really. Yeah, I'm never going to be chasing Ed Laverick up a hill. Might wait at the top for him, like I did in Mallorca when he did his Sacralobra challenge. Met him at the top, but I'm not a young whippersnapper anymore. I want to do it for my own personal fitness and goals. I appreciate that. I know that you've had your back issues, and I remember last year you mentioning them. So I'm glad you're watching me on this journey and get you back on the bike and get you going again. And I appreciate you tuning in and commenting, I really do. I will be looking to host some sort of social rides on the Zwift as well. I just need to sort out the logistics of it, and I'll invite you all along for that once I've got it all sorted. On another note, Level Racing Esports starting to host a lot of events now as well. Women's only events, case races, the mini series all coming, so watch out for my Instagram posts, and all the links to my social medias are down below. But watch out, we'll be pushing them, publicising them, and trying to build the Zwift community to new people. Okay. Right, the main climb's coming in a minute. remember getting dropped on this on a Swift Racing League race last year. Did really well, I just didn't have the legs at the top, sort of get up over it. 2.6 kilometers, 2.2% gradient. Heads up display will pop up in a minute with the graph of it as we get into the spikier bits. And when we descend the other side, we're into the rollers to take us out of Titans Grove. So with FRR, it's a level playing field really. The only thing you can change is your wheels. All on dedicated bikes, all matching. No power-ups. Yeah, and this is an ITT, individual time trial, mass start. There is no draft available to us, so every man, woman, etc. all to themselves on this one. Nice to have somebody in front of you as a bit of a benchmark, but you've got to work to your own power figures. Whew. This way up Titans Grove is definitely longer and draggier than the other side. Right, one more switch back here. Just using that top right map, sort of gauge it. Right, final turn back, and we should see the top of this climb. Now the two sisters done, one to go. Here we go. Should be up here somewhere. Too bold as it is, not a proper banner. There they are. 2 spike boulders. I find the rollers of Titans grades that we're about to come up to in a minute slightly tougher this way round than as if you come from downtown Watopia. So got to ride the rollers, get back onto a bit of flat land, compose myself before the volcano. Well, it's wreck fan up more because sweat is real. Anybody that is tuned into this live stream, if you want to see a really good Swift racer, my whoosh racer that's come through Level Racing Esports, and you need to check out Jamie Cahill. He's jumped in the chat here. Honestly, check out some of his YouTube videos and you'll see why he wears a GB Esports jersey now. Been a great journey to see. I've seen over a year of it, but yeah, please go and check out his channel. Another level, really is another level. Congrats to him. Good lad, Jamie. You're a good lad, buddy. Nearly out of Titans Grove. Downtown Watopia. Climb out of downtown Watopia. And then out towards the volcano. I'm hoping we're going out via the glass tunnel, but I don't know. Is the answer. I think I've only ever ridden this route once before. And that was in 2024 when I looked at the Strava segment earlier. And back then, I rode the whole segment start to finish, on average, I think it was 265 watts. So. The Zwift bikes or Zwift ride probably as wet as it would be if I rode outside. Go on, stay on the pedals. There it is in the distance, the volcano. Here's Neil from Coalition for the thumbs up. Got those hill reps yesterday on stage 5. I'm definitely feeling it today. The volcano climb is going to be about finding that right gear and stand on your inner, what I said, flip flop then. Stand on my inner Ghana. Yeah. Definitely thought that said flip flop. 5k to go. Yeah, this one isn't a little sister, but from memory, it's quite gradual. It's 3% average radiance and that. Need to sit in, find that groove, and try and hold it. Cheers, Christine, for the ride on. Right and then left. Here we go then. (3.2%), 3.8 kilometers in length. The finish line is going to be after the com, probably when we come back to it, to descend. Bear that in mind if you're racing later. Like now it's no spiking, sitting. Here's Sandra for the ride on. Remembering this is an ITT, so what other people do on the screen doesn't matter to me. Probably about 9 minutes, 10 minutes of climbing. You can do an Everesting on Alp Zwift, 8.5 times up here. I'm sure I can get this little sister then. Someone's finished, they're descending already. Not over until the third little sister sings. Heads up space gone because we're going to go back in through the volcano. There we go then. Daylight and final push. one of the steeper bits of it. A lot of talking for me. I'm going to stay on the pedals. Get his power fingers up a little bit. Yeah. 0.7 of a K to go. Under 10 minutes on the volcano cob. Finish man is on the descent. And there it is. Well, 232 watts, 2.9 watts per kilo. Getting nearer that 3 watts per kilo that I want. It's coming. I think that's some of my best figures so far. And on tired legs, I'll be happy to look at arms with power in a little while. So stage 6 done. And for all of you that have tuned in, watched this one and commented, it's really appreciated. Makes me accountable, makes me get out here and achieve what I set out to do, which is get my fitness back after 3 months away from the bike. And you're inspiring me and helping me to do it. Maybe along the way, I might inspire some of you to get back on the bike and start training again. Anyway, I'm going to make the most of this descent. Thanks for watching. Don't forget, click that thumbs up button, click that like button, subscribe to the channel, and I'll catch you next time. Thanks for watching.